Okay. Guys, I literally have not seen... I haven't seen what the starting 11 is yet, so... Give me a minute to just get everything up. We should be live. Okay. Are we in business? I think we might be. Guys, literally the biggest, craziest thunderstorm that I've ever experienced has been happening tonight. It's the first rain of our rainy season in Bali, and it has been absolutely chucking it down. Absolutely chucking it down. Right. I still haven't found the lineup. I've literally just woken up like 3 minutes ago. But I was literally awake for like an hour because the lightning was so crazy. I've never heard thunder like it either. Oh, wow. Okay. This is an interesting team. Jadon Sancho not in the squad. That's quite interesting. Let me just let's get the picture up. Sancho's ill apparently. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think you could do too much right now already to piss off Maresca enough to not even be in the squad. So that is your Chelsea starting 11. We go through it again. So we've got Jorgensen, Disasi, Tosin, Badiashile, Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea captain, Vega, Dewsbury Hall, Felix, Mudryk, Nkunku. Let me just move this screen slightly so that it's less of a looking in the opposite direction for you guys. Interesting. Very interesting. You still sound ill. I mean, to be honest, I've kind of been ill for like over a month. It's been really quite annoying. There's definitely no hangover. I've literally just woken up like 10 minutes ago. So if I sound hungover, it's because literally my eyes are still like, hello, bright lights in my face in a studio. Yeah. Lol, don't lie. Well, I mean, I was in bed at 8:30 p.m. So, yeah. No Gusto. I mean, I think Gusto's been playing a lot of football, to be fair. Oh, God. I'm so tired. Anthony Gordon against Disasi. That's not ideal. Let me go and check the Newcastle team. I think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game, though. A lot of goals. I mean, it's still a pretty strong Newcastle lineup. Blimey. Lewis Hall's in the team. They've made a few changes. Pope, Cher, Joe Linton, Tonali, Gordon, Isak, Kraft, Hall, Kelly, Willock, and Longstaff. Let me just save it and put it up on the screen for you guys. 40 minutes to go till kickoff. So, That is the Newcastle 11 on my left. Oh. Jeez, I'm literally struggling to wake up here. What do I think about Carney being back in the fold? I think realistically, he's on the bench. It's not... I wouldn't necessarily say he's back in the fold. I think, look, it's a Carabao Cup game. If anything, if he was back in the fold, I think he's starting. But that's not the case. But hopefully he does get on and get some minutes. I mean, look, I think there's absolutely no way that Maresca can't see that he's a decent footballer. Carney Chukwuemeka is a decent footballer. Felix is right wing. Let me try and get my TV on. Where's my television remote? Guys, let me just grab my remote quick. Guys, if you're in the stream, make sure you hit the like button on the stream if you can. And subscribe to GBFC if you are new and haven't already done so. It is currently 3 in the morning for me, Mr. Neil James. 3 a.m. An absolutely disgusting time to be waking up to start your day. If I wasn't streaming, it's kind of a little bit better to wake up because I wake up just before the game starts, so like 4. And that's bearable because then once the game is done, I can start the day because it's not a bad time. You're not in the UK. No, that's why people are like, you're hungover. No, I'm not. It's just 3 a.m. and I've literally just woken up. So, yeah. There's no... I mean, to be fair, the game on Sunday, I was drunk. Like, not going to lie to you. I'm surprised I even managed to stream. But I've got this, like, weird knack of being able to just, like, turn it on when the camera's on, to be fair. But even I surprised myself at the weekend. I was like, what the hell? Like, how have you managed that? Oh. So if I keep yawning, you know why. Please get some coffee. I was going to get coffee. I was even going to wake up and quickly drive to, like, Circle K and just get, like, a little, like, a can of, like, black coffee. But because of this flipping rain, honestly, the storm was absolutely insane tonight. Absolutely insane. Oh, wait, Man United are playing now as well. Oh, jeez. Where do I live? I live in Bali. And we are finally getting a rainy season. It has been absolutely pissing it down with rain. This is a massive test for the B team. I think of all the games they've played so far, be it across the Conference League, and obviously Barrow was the first match that we played in the Carabao Cup. I think this is by far the biggest test that this team will have had to face. Creeping up to 1,000 viewers. Make sure if you're new, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've just hit 312,000 subscribers. Let's see how quickly we can make it to 313. Let me tweet out that I'm live as well. What's happened to my phone? Oh, my phone's dead. That's what's happened to my phone. I was actually lucky my alarm went off. Jeez. Could have been a disaster. Why not saving Cucurella for the league? Because I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that Marc Cucurella is no longer a starter in the league after what we saw at the weekend, isn't it? Like, he plays in the Conference League last week, and, like, he starts again here. Can I pop up a countdown till kickoff? I'm not entirely sure how I can do that, but I can check it. Let's see if there is one on this website that I use. Cucurella. Is making videos for Chelsea my main source of income? Yes, it is. But having seen the difference between this year and last year, like this season, Chelsea are winning, so it's better. So I don't like the fact that my income is basically determined about how Chelsea play the game, or how Chelsea perform. So I am looking right now at trying to kind of start a new business. Hey, thank you very much. First donation has come in. CFC. Come on, you Blues. Any chance of a collab with Joey Knight? Yeah, I'm in touch with Joey quite regularly. I'm going to hopefully be doing something with him again soon. Yes, guys, let me just quickly tweet. I am live for a watch-along on GBFC right now. Tune in if you fancy it. Oh, still yawning. Let me quickly tweet my stream out. We're nearly up to 1,000 viewers. Boom. Nice. Okay, the stream is tweeted out. Let me also, once my phone is back alive, we are creeping up on 1,000 viewers, guys. Make sure you're locked in. Smack a like on it. We are in business. Enzo Fernandez to Real Madrid. Where are you hearing this from? Where are you hearing this? Is there any genuine links that are sending Enzo Fernandez to flip in Real Madrid? I mean, look, how does Enzo Fernandez get in that Real Madrid team right now? Has all of this been happening whilst I'm asleep last night? Crazy. So has Ruben Amorim taken over yet? At Manchester United. Carlo wants him. I mean, look, I think there's always going to be that opportunity for Real Madrid or someone to be in for Enzo Fernandez. He's kind of like a luxury player at this point. At Chelsea, like, look, I've always... I was so happy when we signed Enzo Fernandez. I just think he's kind of running out of opportunities to show the quality that I think we know is there. But the question is, can he do it in the Premier League? And I think Lavia and Caicedo are literally ready-made as a partnership in the Premier League. Yes, they don't bring everything that you'd want from a midfield. But I think it doesn't matter which combination of the three midfielders you look at the minute, whether it's Enzo and Lavia, Enzo and Caicedo, Caicedo and Lavia. it doesn't matter which combination of those three players. I still don't think any combination of the three of them is a perfect midfield. But obviously, he was a very expensive asset. Apparently, Rude's going to be in charge against us. I don't really think it matters either way. Like, I think if Amorim was in charge at the weekend, I think they're obviously going to be absolutely buzzing to perform for him. I think it's going to be the same thing. Like, even if Ruben Amorim isn't in charge for Manchester United at the weekend, then United are still going to absolutely turn up because they're going to know that is the one chance they've got to impress that manager before he comes in. Thank you very much, John. 2 little donations coming in a row. Cheers, John. Greetings from Manila. You're one of us football zombies now. You're damn right I am, mate. It's time to reign. Thank you for the donation. After Amorim, let's forget Gyökeres. I mean, look, I think it would make a lot of sense if Ruben Amorim does take over Man United, which it looks as though it's pretty much nailed on now. Ruben Amorim will be the next Manchester United manager. It's pretty much nailed on that we're going to lose Gyökeres to Manchester United. I mean, you say we're going to lose him, like we've never been in the like leading the race to sign him in the first place. But the price that he's available for is insane. Like, the man is an absolute joke. Like, he's one of those players that if you buy him, then I think whoever gets him could get a player that could actually score somewhere close to those Haaland level of goals. He is an absolute machine. Grab a cup of coffee. The thing is, for me to go and grab a cup of coffee, I'd normally make one at home, but I've literally ran out of ground beans, like yesterday. So I actually don't have any coffee to make right now. I don't have any instant coffee either. And I can't go to the supermarket because it's 3 a.m. and the Circle K is open, but it's also pissing with rain outside. Do I think JustACoupleGs has every right to want to leave? Yes. The harsh reality about this situation is that JustACoupleGs should be allowed to at least be in the squad today. I think all of these like ransoms of you must sign this contract or you don't play is just wrong. Like, I don't know if that sends the right message. I think there's a lack of empathy in a way. Like, I think the reason why JustACoupleGs won't have signed that new deal is because how does he see a pathway into the first team? How can you tell me or you that Axel Disasi is a better right back than him? And that makes him 4th choice right back. Do you know what I mean? Young footballers that know they're good, they want to be playing. They don't want to be 4th choice. Reece James is ahead of him. Malo Gusto is ahead of him. And apparently Axel Disasi, as a right back, even though that's not his position, is also ahead of him. Why would you sign a new deal? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're a footballer who's got any care about playing football, you're not signing a deal if that is what you see ahead of you. People can say, Enzo Maresca can say all he wants about, oh yeah, you're a good player, you're gonna have a big future for us. But like, the reality of the situation is, you look at the success rate, let's say, of Chelsea Academy players in recent years when we've been making like 12 signings a summer. You know? How can he possibly expect to get into the side? Did I catch a cold, mate? Yes. I don't know how many times I keep having to say this, but I've literally had a cold for a long time. So sometimes it's difficult to make videos, but we're getting through it. We'll get it done. Okay, let's get the first poll of the night underway. I know that these are usually pretty much null and void because we're all Chelsea fans here, but let's have a little look. Who is winning tonight? Also, guys, remember there is also extra time, potentially. So we're not even going to offer, it's Newcastle or Chelsea. We're not offering a draw. This is a cup game, knockout football, Carabao Cup. Thank you very much, Siddharth Sharma, for the donation. Whom do I think will be sold to make place for Esteval Willian and Kendry Pyers next summer. Fabrizio said they'll both be first team, no loan. Honestly, I think in terms of like the bigger long-term picture of Chelsea, this is a good question, because if Kendry Pyers and Esteval come straight back in to the Chelsea squad, then I think the reality of the situation is everybody is auditioning this season to be a part of the squad for next year. When you look at what the owners have done with this squad, I think there's always going to be moments where as fans we're upset and disappointed because it is a big squad and it's not possible to add 2 attackers, I think, without 2 being removed. And I also think we will sign a striker. I think at the moment, Nicholas Jackson's doing incredibly well. And I think Nicholas Jackson will keep doing incredibly well. But I also think that if he was to get injured, I'm not sure about Nkunku as a out-and-out striker. I still think Nkunku would be a better option in Palmer's position. But Palmer's obviously undroppable, so you can't take Palmer out the team. So I still think Chelsea will buy another striker. So I think there is a world where this time next year, we've got 3 different attackers in the squad than we have now. Esteval, Kendry, and another striker. Whether that is Victor Osimhen, whether that is Victor Gyökeres. I think there's the African Cup of Nations as well, which people keep reminding me that I sometimes forget about, which is still a massive problem. You know, like I understand it. If I was a Chelsea player being picked for England, I'd be like, yeah, play for England, of course. But this is obviously happening during the season. But yeah, I think that we do need a backup for Jackson. We don't need attackers, we need a better defence. Well, yes, I think everybody can see that. Everyone agrees with that already. But I think it's, I think people are just very much tunnel visioned on, well, we signed a load of attackers here and the defence is the problem right now, so we only ever need to buy defenders now. No, football is an ever fluctuating market. Things change all the flipping time. So, yeah. But I think the squad's in a good place. I think we're definitely improving massively. I mean, if you look at the way that we started last season compared to the way that we started this season, it's absolutely night and day. In terms of the quality and output that we're putting out there. New keeper. I mean, haven't we signed enough goalies already? Like, it's been absolutely insane the amount of goalkeepers we've bought. It's ridiculous. The question is, like, have we bought 10 or 11 goalkeepers to sell 10 or 11 goalkeepers? I think it's been completely underestimated just how important the goalkeeping position is. But for me, Robert Sanchez, no. Like, I'm sorry. I understand what Maresca's saying. I do. I get it. I just don't think he's very good. As simple as that. Andre Santos next season, yes, he's had a brilliant start to the season for Strasbourg. Also, Strasbourg in general, guys, this whole like Blue Co, the Chelsea owners, like I feel like I need to do a video on this because as much as I've criticised them heavily, a lot, I feel like they deserve a lot of credit here. The way that they've come in, I know obviously people at Strasbourg weren't very happy, but let me just see exactly where they are in the table. But I think Santos has got 5 goals already this season. They're actually not doing as well as I thought. They're 9th in the league. They've only lost 2 matches. They've drawn 4. But like they're doing okay. Andre Santos having a fantastic season. 20 years old. Like this kid is the real deal. 5 goals in 8 games this season with 1 assist as well. Fantastic stats. But, like, Sanchez was third choice goalkeeper at Brighton, for goodness sake. Like, I don't know what we thought when we're buying Robert Sanchez. Like, what did we actually think we were going to get? Another new fan. God, these guys think they know everything, don't they? You could be a replacement for Enzo. Well, maybe you are, mate. Who knows? Letting go of Angelo Gabriel and players like that have been so correct. Look, I think there's a lot of decisions that have been made, including even Enzo Maresca, that have vindicated the plan and the strategy that has been going down here by these new owners. What's up, Vincent? Welcome back to the stream, mate. Sancho is ill. I mean, this was a big opportunity for Jadon Sancho today. I think this is the worst time to get ill possible because you can't play at the weekend. Pedro Neto has been absolutely fantastic recently. Is Neto even in the squad? I don't think he is. I think Pedro Neto is not in the squad tonight. We've got two goalkeepers. Like, this is what I mean. Like, JustACoupleGs misses out because we've got two goalies on the bench. Like, the chances of even one of those goalkeepers playing is ridiculous. Like, you got Chilwell, Cassidy, Chukwuemeka, Levi Colwill, Madueke, Palmer, Mark Guiu. Like, I think we've shown that we want to win this. But we've got to win this, I think. I think the squad at the moment, they're happy to be not playing every single match because there is enough games coming thick and fast. Make sure you get involved with the poll, guys. What do you think's happening, Newcastle or Chelsea? It's a pretty strong Newcastle team as well. They've made a couple of changes, but I think both of them see this as an opportunity. Getting into a domestic cup quarter-final. Anthony Gordon up against Disasi is a problem, yes. Mark Guiu's not been playing lately at all. I mean, look, when I watch Mark Guiu play, he's exciting because he works really hard. He tries really hard. But the fact of the matter is, he's just a little bit too raw. And I think it is night and day. I think Chelsea really did push for Osimhen. There's a lot of rumours that Enzo Maresca wanted another out-and-out striker and didn't necessarily want João Felix. That was simply a deal to sweeten Atletico Madrid to buy Conor Gallagher. There's a lot of rumours that suggest that. And when you look at Felix, is he an out-and-out striker? No. So I definitely think there is a world where Mark Guiu got very lucky to be a backup striker this season, to be in the squad. Yes, it's great for a young striker who is raw, that does try really hard, who's clearly got ability. You know, he's at Barcelona. It's great for him to have the experience to be part of an experienced squad. Well, it's not really an experienced squad, but compared to his experience, like, yes, the players are further ahead of him in their development. So, yes, it is more experienced than him. But I just think he's one of those, he just needs a goal, I think. Like, he just tries so hard when he's out there on the field. There's a spider hanging off the lens of the camera. What the hell? Just a little one. I think he's just constantly, like, playing the game at a speed that is just a little bit unnecessary. And it's kind of like what Nicholas Jackson was like at times, but at least Jackson, like, when Jackson arrived, he came with a bit more, like, readiness, I think, than Mark Guiu. Really croaky reception. Like, I'm sorry that my voice is a little bit croaky. Keep saying it. I've not been very well for a while. I feel I've got energy. Like, I'm being healthy. Like, I eat well. I had a few drinks on Sunday before the football, but, like, it's not like I'm partying or anything. I sleep well. I just can't seem to shake off this cold. It's like hanging in my sinuses. Hope Mudryk and Nkunku have a good game. I think there's a big opportunity here tonight for Mudryk. I just think he will. I think Mudryk scores. So guys, if you're new to the chat, make sure you're subscribed to GBFC. Smack a like on this video. We are live for Newcastle versus Chelsea. We are 16 minutes away from kickoff. Do I think Nkunku should go away from the Blues? I mean, look, I love Nkunku. I think Nkunku is such a great footballer. I do think there will be a problem sometime down the line when a player of that ability, if he's not starting week in, week out in the Premier League, because look, at the minute, Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer have got probably one of the best interplayer relationships in the league. In terms of link-up goals, they're literally above everyone else in terms of assisting one another and scoring. So yeah, I do think there is a world where, and this is why I said it in my preview, and I literally think it's so important. It's so important that Chelsea keep winning these Carabao Cup games, because we need to keep giving these players that aren't playing every single week, they need something to get excited about. If Nkunku knows that he's definitely going to play once a week and it's going to be in the two competitions that we can win, then I think it delays that amount of time until he's like, I've got to be starting in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? I think there's definitely 100% a difficult task for Maresca to keep people happy. So the more matches we play in these additional competitions, I think the longer it goes until people are complaining. You're dehydrated, George. I actually think you're right, Vincent. I'm going to go and fill up this water bottle. This is very much just a glass, isn't it? I'm going to quickly fill this up, guys, and I will be right back. I'm also going to try and get something slightly bigger than this. Be back in a second. Okay, we're back in business. We've got 2 glasses of water now. Right, there's nearly 1,500 of you. Drink some electrolytes. Bro, Vincent, I feel like you're the guy, you know. Like, you are the main man right now in this chat after your big $50 donation at the weekend. We have literally just put an electrolyte tablet in here to get that hydration going. You're the man. We're back. So, the poll is saying Chelsea are going to win. Obviously, we're a Chelsea channel. Sometimes I actually I deep it for a second. Like, to have 300,000 plus subscribers on a channel that only talks about Chelsea is pretty flipping cool. Like, it's not even like it's a football channel. I wanted it to be a football channel. When I started the channel, I think the first video I made on GBFC was about why women footballers don't get paid as much as men. And I was just like, oh, I'm just going to talk about football. Like, I'll just talk about big games and stuff. And in the end, like, it was only ever going to be Chelsea. Like, obviously. Someone's saying that we're going to lose today. You guys can't hear it right now, but, like, the intensity of the rain that's happening outside my house, it's so nice to listen to. If I keep doing these live streams, I'm going to have no voice left. I mean, that is kind of part of the reason why I think I don't recover from this little sickness, because talking for 3 hours straight, or 4 hours sometimes, isn't easy to maintain, like, a recovery. But I just love streaming. Like, I love watching the games with you guys. It's fun. It's just fun. And, like, if I'm going to wake up and watch the game, I might as well just flip in, have you guys watch with me. So, over 1,000 votes, 87% saying Chelsea. We are 10 minutes away, guys, till kickoff. 10 minutes till kickoff. We needed some rain as well. Like, I don't know if you guys... Well, you probably don't have any reason to, but, like, there's even been fires on the side. The thunder. That's mad. There's been huge fires everywhere, like on the side of the flipping volcano, which is an active volcano, by the way. Could erupt at any second. There's been fires down the side of it. It's mental. Crazy scenes, mate. Chelsea threw on penalties. To be honest, I do see, when I look at the starting lineups for this, I do see this going to extra time, to be fair. I didn't think Newcastle were going to have such a strong team. It's not their best team. I think their best team was what we saw at the weekend, but it's a very strong side. Sancho apparently is ill. Do I have a girlfriend? Yes, she is currently asleep in the room right above me right now. No extra time. Oh, yes, you're right. Carabao Cup, no extra time, so straight to pens. Oh, dear. That's dangerous. Maybe that's Jorgensen's moment. More podcasts. I'm actually so happy that you guys are really enjoying the pod, because I've wanted to do this podcast properly for quite a long time, and it's just been I kind of start it and then stop it, and then Harry's obviously a regular guest on there now, and he's fantastic. Like, Harry's a really, really good friend of mine, one of my best mates, and he's happy to do it, so it's great. Newcastle have Arsenal at the weekend. Look, I mean, people... I do this as well. Like, the Carabao Cup is not quite the FA Cup. It's obviously not the Premier League, and it's obviously not European football. So in terms of, like, the hierarchy of importance of the competitions that we're in, this is the lowest priority of all of them. So if we lose in the Carabao Cup, like, you get over it pretty quickly. But if you're in it, you want to win it. So I think, especially with the squad that we've got now, the Carabao Cup is big for us this season. I want to see Chelsea win a trophy again. It's been a while. I don't want penalties. I want 4-0 for Chelsea. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I'd like as well, to be fair. We've got a little knack of scoring lots of goals in these games. Do I watch it on the TV or do I put it up on this screen? I think I'm going to do that, actually, you know. I think I'm going to put the chat down here when the game's on and watch it. Interesting. I'll decide that when it starts. Jorgensen, man, prove yourself today. I mean, he's got a big opportunity here. I think in terms of like how much he's going to have to do, this is going to be probably the toughest match that he's faced yet for Chelsea, to be fair. I think Disasi up against Anthony Gordon is potentially a problem, but I actually back Maresca to show us that he's got already that in his mind. Like, for Disasi, like he was good last week against Panathinaikos, to be fair. Where are you and Georgie travelling to next? Will we vlog it? Yes. We actually might be going away today. We actually might be going somewhere in Bali. We might be going away for a couple of days. Basically when she wakes up. Which is exciting because it's our 1 year anniversary coming up in the next, this weekend. So I'm going to take her away. I miss Chilwell, says Grandant76GP. How's the throat feeling? Thank you for asking, Lucifer. The throat's feeling good, actually. The throat is feeling good. It just sounds still like I'm a bit nasally because my nose is still a bit blocked. George going to a Diddy party Bali version. Wow. I don't even think I'd be curious to know what that's like, to be honest. I think I'd just rather stay away at all costs. It sounds atrocious. No beers today. Absolutely, categorically not. There were far too many beers consumed on Sunday, and no. Midweek, absolutely not. I think, for me, I'm 30 years old now, guys. Like, if I was 25, if I was in my early 20s or mid-20s, I think, yeah, I could do a midweek session on the beers as well as the weekend. But now I just don't have it in me anymore. It's very much now like once a week maximum is what we go for. But even then, like, I'd rather just not, to be fair. The beverage of choice today is an electrolyte drink to get that hydration up and your classic glass of water. 1:40 p.m. in Colorado. I mean, this is actually one of the good things about being in the US. The game times are actually a lot better. It's currently nearly 4 a.m. for me. 4 minutes till kickoff, guys. If you're in the stream and you haven't yet hit the like button, make sure you do. And also, if you're not subscribed to GBFC, make sure you're subscribed. I've got loads of content coming your way. We have got such a huge match coming up this weekend against Man United. Such a big game. Like, this is going to be... It's a massive one because we've not beaten United for so long away from home. Like, I can't remember the last time we won at Old Trafford. They're obviously going to be very much buoyed because Erik ten Hag has gone, and I genuinely think he was the problem. People were like, oh, it's the players, it's the players, it's the players. But, like, watch these players now. Just watch these Man United players now. They're all of a sudden going to go from playing like they're 14th in the table, which, to be fair, they literally are playing. They've been playing like a mid-table to lower mid-table club. That's not going to be the case anymore. Ruben Amorim is coming in. He's a top manager. I think a lot of top clubs will have been looking at him. I definitely think Manchester City will have wanted Amorim as a potential long-term replacement to Pep Guardiola. But I genuinely think Chelsea right now are more equipped than we've been in a long time to go to Old Trafford and win. Regardless of, like, manager sacks, bounce, and all that stuff that you obviously have to anticipate, I would much rather Erik ten Hag got sacked after the Chelsea game because we battered them than before. But yeah, Dallo definitely wanted Eric gone after that miss. Honestly, you look at it and you're like, Dallo's one of Man United's best players. I know obviously he's not a striker and he's not really known for being the top finisher. But, like, how do you miss that, man? Like, the writing was on the wall for Erik ten Hag when they lost to Spurs the way that they did. To lose to Tottenham like that at home so early in the season, just with such a feeble performance. Like, I feel like there was nobody holding anybody accountable at Manchester United, you know? I think they're just overall, they've just been really bad. I'm going to change the title of the stream now to the score. But yes, we are very, very close to kick-off. Let me get it up on... I'm going to actually get it up on here today. No, I'm going to watch it on the TV. 35 seconds until the coverage in Indonesia starts literally just as the players are literally about to kick off. It's crazy. I need to make sure the timer is ready as well, guys. Get your votes in for the poll quickly now. We are almost ready to rock and roll. Let me make sure that's working. Yes, it is. Okay. Almost now with... So it's lining up as a 4-3-3 according to my screen. Big game. Big, big game. Come on, Chelsea. Let me come here, put this over there a little bit. Move that slightly. Oh, no, it's a little bit too zoomed in. Okay. That's just so I can see my TV a little bit better, guys. Okay, we are almost ready to rock and roll with the timer. Kickoff is upon us. Newcastle versus Chelsea, Carabao Cup, last 16, St James's Park. Never a nice place to go atmosphere-wise. We're underway, guys. Kickoff is here. Chelsea versus Newcastle. Come on. Let's have them. 2 wins in a row against Newcastle would be absolutely massive. You've got Enzo Fernandez as Chelsea's captain tonight. Let me move that screen over slightly as well. Come on, Chelsea. Newcastle, they know at Newcastle that if they just get a few big early tackles in, get the crowd on side. Anthony Gordon doing that, putting the pressure on Benoit Badiashile early doors. If you want to match up the time, guys, there is a timer on the screen. If you want to watch at exactly the same time so that we all react together, then that's what we do. Chelsea getting forward now with Mark Cucurella. Go on, Nkunku. Poor mistake there. Here's Nkunku. Gives it to... Oh, no! Dewsbury Hall. That is such an awful effort. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, that is a massive chance. Literally, less than 90 seconds into this game, Dewsbury Hall gets a shot on target, but it's poor. It's really not good. He's got to do a lot better than that. Like, I think if that is maybe anyone else in an attacking area, I think they do better. Oh, dear. Big chance. Now Newcastle coming forward down the other end. Commentator on your stream just said that Maresca had a bad campaign so far at Chelsea. Look, Enzo Maresca's had a fantastic start to life as Chelsea manager. Ball's played in. Oh, my word. Joe Linton hits the post. Chelsea are riding our luck here. We miss a massive opportunity down one end, but we get very lucky. Brilliant ball in from Isak. Joe Linton. Oh, I mean, it almost doesn't do too much wrong. Like, it's Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall has had a shocker here. He's lost his man at the back of the far post. Maybe it's probably not his job, to be fair. The timer is wrong. I mean, it's not, because that's the timer for where my stream is. So the timer isn't wrong. If it's not the same as yours, then, well, it's not the same as yours. But an interesting start to this cup tie. Both teams with very, very good starts, but finishing poorly. Could easily be 1-1. I know, obviously, it wouldn't have finished. It wouldn't be 1-1 because if Dewsbury Hall scores, Joe Linton doesn't get that chance. But, oh, dear. We should be 1-0 up. But then we should be 1-0 down. Like, which one is it? But anyway. At the moment, the shape of the team is just looking a little bit confusing, to be fair. Desassi with a foul there on Lewis Hall. Joao Felix coming back and tracking well, though. Let's just call it 1-1. Come on, Chelsea. Free kick, though, to Newcastle. Midway through their half. Tonali and Lewis Hall over the free kicks. Lewis Hall is going to take it. Puts it into a very good area. Jorgensen gets to it, but he just spills it. Riding our luck here, Chelsea, and there's a foul on Joao Felix from Tonali. Newcastle seem up for it. I mean, look, it's a nighttime game. They're at home this time. Like, you've always got to ride that storm at Newcastle. Like, if you can get through the first few minutes, or if you score an early goal, you make them a little bit restless. That's why Keane and Dewsbury Hall's miss is also such a big one in the context of this game. Dewsbury Hall there losing the ball as well. Like, fuck me. What happened to Sancho? Sancho is ill. So, therefore, not in the squad. And we talk about Sanchez's distribution being poor. Jorgensen there goes for a semi-long ball and kicks it straight out for a throw-in. I think this is the problem. I think Maresca knows that we don't really have a goalkeeper that can do it. Mudryk there doing well. Gives it to Enzo. Good pass forward to Nkunku. Now gives it to Dewsbury Hall. But yeah, based on what we've seen in the first 5 minutes here, the distribution from Philip Jorgensen is no better. Desassi there doing well, but then runs into trouble. Gets a throw. Camera's frozen. It actually has, isn't it? Wait. There we go. We're back. Thank you for letting me know. The camera is now unfroze. It's frozen again. What the hell? Tell us, George, are you drunk again on this stream? No. Why is this flipping thing frozen? So annoying. Okay. Why does it keep streaming? What? Are you kidding me? What the hell? It's ridiculous. Why is there so many issues with technology all the flipping time? Okay, you can deal with this one for now. Sorry, guys. Should hopefully stay now. Not a good start this, though, from Chelsea. No, we're under pressure here very early on. Where am I? I'm in my office. I'm in the GBFC studio. Now Joao Felix, though, getting forward. Gives it to Dewsbury Hall. Gets there first, but slips over. Gives it back to Desassi. I think Chelsea do need to score an early goal here, guys. Oh, Enzo Fernandez. What is that pass, man? He just said it's read by Lewis Hall. No, it's just a shit pass. Here's Mudryk. Cucurella. He's made the run. Lovely cutback. Vega! Oh! What a chance. Renato Vega entering the box. Mark Cucurella with a lovely cutback. And Renato Vega, I think it takes a deflection. That could have been the early goal that we were asking for. It's unlucky. It's actually really good defending from Tonali. I think it would have been on target. Big, big moment. Chelsea, though, with a corner. Vega is class. I mean, I think positionally he's getting better and better game on game. Dewsbury Hall takes it. Enzo Fernandez. Cucurella. Good pass again there to Dewsbury Hall. I think there's a moth just landed on me, trying to fly in my face. Another Chelsea corner. This is good. We just need to keep the ball down this end of the pitch, guys. Another Chelsea corner. Dewsbury Hall's going to take it. Palace are beating Aston Villa 1-0. I mean, that's good. Don't really want to play Villa. Dewsbury Hall puts it in this time. It's actually a decent ball right under the nose of the goalkeeper. Newcastle defending well. Chelsea with a throw-in. This is a much better spell of pressure here. Your streaming platform is 40 seconds behind, mate. Guys, honestly, why do people constantly on a watch-along keep talking about the stream being delayed? Like, it's a watch-along. Match it up on the time if it's annoying. Or just don't watch it. Sorry, but it's true. Same every single stream. Mudryk puts the ball in. Joe Linton heads it away. Only as far as Enzo Fernandez. Now Desassi. Dewsbury Hall. He's got in on the ball a lot, to be fair, early doors here. Falls over for the second time. Enzo Fernandez with a shocking pass again. Like, guys. Enzo Fernandez with another misplaced pass. Goes out for a flipping throw-in. Like, come on. 100 million, and do you have a left foot? I know I give him a hard time, but it's just annoying at this point, guys. It's just annoying. Like, we know how good of a footballer he can be. Renato Vega's position is very interesting in this game. It's definitely, right now we've got both Vega and Cucurella stepping up into the midfield. Desassi, Tosin, Badiashile is the back three. Joao Felix dropping deep. Doing what Cole Palmer quite often does to collect the ball. Vega getting forward. Like, I think it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, Enzo. This guy is freaking me out here in the early stages of this game. He really is. Mudryk hat-trick. He's got to get on the ball a little bit more first. Newcastle are getting at us. They're frustrating us. They're tight on that press, as they always will be. Did I stay up or wake up for this game? I woke up for this one. The nighttime games that are like 3, 4 in the morning, I'll wake up for them. Giving the ball away again. Tosin this time. Joe Linton. Blocks from Tosin. Corner to Newcastle. It's end-to-end stuff, to be fair. We want a fight, not football. I think that's what Newcastle are saying at the moment, to be honest. But this is not a good start from Chelsea, to be honest. We're giving the ball away. Newcastle corner. Sandro Tonali. Towards the back post. Poor corner. What is my opinion on Jorgensen? I mean, I think Philip Jorgensen is a good goalkeeper, but at the minute, like we just don't see enough to know. I just do see enough of Sanchez to know that I don't want him to be my goalie. That's the problem. Lewis Hall is already pissing you off. Good player, Lewis Hall. Very, very good player. It's another awful long pass. Chelsea just can't keep the ball at the minute. Anthony Gordon up against Mark Cucurella, who's given absolutely everything over on that side, and he's won the throw in there, Cucurella. That's really good defending. Putting the pressure on Gordon, looking to frustrate him. That's what Newcastle have done to us so far, to be fair. Petrovic. Imagine Petrovic last season, Chelsea's number one, or gets the number one position, and then at the start of this season, doesn't even get a flipping look in, doesn't even get taken on the pre-season tour, and gets sent out to our flipping sister club. Like, it's a flipping joke, man. Absolute joke. Pressure on again. Dewsbury Hall there doing well. Now Vega. We need a good spell of possession. But we keep giving it away. That's the problem. The owners are a joke. I'm not going to say the owners are a joke, but I will say that certain decisions I still think is a joke. Like, to not even give Petrovic chance is a joke. Like, that is wrong. Fundamentally wrong. There's nothing that you can say to vindicate that decision, in my opinion. Would I rather Sanchez in goal or Jorgensen? I'd rather Jorgensen at the minute. That's a good ball from Jorgensen. And Kunku's flicking the header on, but no one is... He's the one that we should be flicking headers on to at the minute. Mudrik's not really had the best 15 minutes here either. Looking fresh. Oh, I don't feel very fresh right now. I feel like I'm still half asleep. I look half asleep too, actually. Looking at the flipping camera on the stream. Do I still want Osimhen? I mean, I'm not like... yes. I mean, at the price that he's going to be available for, then I think it's a good price. I still think we do need a backup for Jackson. I don't think Nkunku's a striker. Disasi commits. Ball played in. Tosin heads it away well. Nkunku with a good little turn there to get past Tonali. Takes out a couple of players with that. Disasi, that's a smart little pass towards Nkunku again. That is a foul. That's an awful tackle. That could seriously hurt Nkunku. That has to be a yellow for Fabian Schär. Casemiro scored for Man United. They're 1-0 up against Leicester. That's an awful tackle. Why are we not seeing a yellow card for that? Have we seen a yellow for that? Good. Referee's given Schär a yellow card. Yeah, easy yellow. Like the easiest yellow card you'll see all season long. Nkunku's limping, but I don't think it's injury kind of limps. I think it's more just an impact limp. But that was good. Good pass from Disasi as well. Perfectly weighted ball. Nkunku's obviously fit and healthy again now. Getting forward. What's my opinion of sacking Ten Hag before the Chelsea game? Obviously, it's really flipping annoying. Like, Man United will be good again now. Like, simple as that. 69 possession for Chelsea so far. I mean, yes, but like we've been pretty awful in possession. Free kick with Dewsbury Hall and Enzo Fernandez over it here for Chelsea. Good ball, please. It's another shocking delivery from Enzo Fernandez. Jesus, put in again from Tosin that time, I think. Wow, Disasi. Well, that was awful. Such a waste of a free kick. Just like, I don't know. Stop the Enzo hate. What do you mean stop the Enzo hate? Like, he's playing awful. It's not Enzo hate. It's just like, do better. Just do better. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you watch the podcast, you'll know about the passing statistics of both Lavia and Caicedo at the weekend. 94 and 95% pass accuracy. Enzo Fernandez has given the ball away 3 times in the first 18 minutes here. Like, it's simple. He needs to do better. If you just don't want to say, like, oh, don't hate him. It's not hate. I want him to do better. He has to do better. It's as simple as that. And if you don't think Enzo Fernandez needs to do better because you think he's brilliant, he's perfect, like, then I think you're delusional. Newcastle now coming forward. Willock. Longstaff. That's good from Enzo. Closing his man down. See, I'll praise him when he does well. You hate him. No, I don't. People find it easy to say you hate him because they can't formulate their own opinions. They just rather say that I hate him. It's ridiculous. That is one big problem I do have sometimes with football fans in general. Is if they disagree with your opinion, they think you must hate a player. Like, so childish. Longstaff, I think, has just been yellow carded for a foul on Dewsbury Hall. I mean, he's left a lot in on him there. That's a dirty tackle. Newcastle are dirty. Yeah. And you can, when you spend 100 million quid on a player, I'm sorry, but that does come into things. Oh dear. What? Yeah. Why would I want to hate my own players? Like, thank you. I'm glad there's some people in here with some common sense. That's a better ball from Enzo. Gives it to Mudryk. Now Joao Felix. Keenan Dewsbury Hall. I think Dewsbury Hall's playing a bit too far forward, to be honest. I think, to be fair, the problem at the minute for Chelsea in this one is the shape. I think it's not really the kind of shape that's going to create us lots of chances. Badiashile, that's good. Good again from Enzo Fernandez. To Cucurella. He's getting on the ball a lot, Enzo, which is good. Mudryk dropping a bit inside this time. Does well. Joao Felix there. That's really good from Felix. Go on, son. Oh, Felix. Lovely run. Oh. Good football. Joao Felix doing good. It's a poor finish. Should have passed that. Good run, though, from Felix. He's getting on the ball now. Wins the ball in the middle. Putting pressure on the Newcastle players. The footwork, fantastic. I think he does everything right there until the shot. Brilliant effort. That's the first real chance that Chelsea have had, and it's taken us 21 minutes. Now Newcastle getting forward. It's end-to-end game, to be fair. It's not that many chances. Making chances but not finishing it. Yeah. We're getting into good positions. Like the free kick we had a minute ago was in a good position too, but we literally just put a dreadful cross into the box. Mudryk there defending well as well. Forcing the foul. Good. I genuinely thought he was going to give a corner for that then. I'm like, there's no way. Good work from Mudryk. Still 0-0. Yeah, the timer is actually a couple of seconds off now. I'm not sure how that's even possible, to be honest, but it's whatever. I watch all of your daily videos and subscribe. Well, you, Manjit Sidhu, are an absolute legend. That's what we want. Newcastle getting forward again. Badiashile. Vega, pressure is on. Newcastle are in. It's 1-0. But that's just shocking. That is absolutely shocking. Alexander Isak scores against Chelsea again. Wow, just awful defending. Trying to play out from the back again. It's a hospital pass from Benoit Badiashile. Jeez, man. I literally said it in my preview, didn't I? I was like, please just don't be bad. Like, you've been really good the last couple of times you've been out there on the field. And, like, it's a hospital pass to Renato Vega. Enzo Fernandez also feeble, absolutely feeble in his attempts to beat Sandro Tonali to the second ball. That is just an all-round dreadful Chelsea goal to concede. But I just think sometimes, like, that's not Renato Vega's fault. There's a trio triangle there of players that basically just don't do what they should be doing. But I think Renato Vega's been put in that position for no reason. There's no need to be giving that ball to him there. The pass is not that one. Shocking. Absolutely shocking defending from Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez and Benoit Badiashile with the mistakes. Yes, Vega could have done better, but like, why are you giving him the ball there, man? There's absolutely no need. You know what Newcastle do. And like, this is a good, strong Newcastle side. It's a good Newcastle team. You know that the pressure is going to be on. Oh, man. Honestly. I was looking forward to watching Benoit Badiashile today. I was. I credited him in my flipping heck. And Vega this time now is giving the ball away. Enzo up against Joe Linton. Chelsea, to be honest, we've got to be careful here. This could easily get... Oh, my word. Sandro Tonali hits it wide. It could be 2-0. Newcastle got their tails up now. Like, Chelsea need to be careful. Sandro Tonali hits it wide. I think for some reason they think that could be a corner, but it certainly does not hit Marc Cucurella. It's just flipping annoying. Do you know what I mean? Like, why can't players just be consistent? Why? Blaming Enzo for that goal is wild. Look, I'm saying Enzo Fernandez should and could do better. He could. Don't stop defending players for no reason. Just call it what it is. But Badiashile there is the error. Chelsea in serious trouble here. And this is the problem. When you go to St. James's Park under the lights... Oh, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? Ball is played in. It's deflected. What are they doing? 2-0 to Newcastle. I'm absolutely fuming. What have we done? We have literally just thrown this game away. We've absolutely thrown this game away. 2-0 to Newcastle. Could I do better? I mean, yes. That's not the kind of the reaction I wanted to give to that goal. I do apologise for that. But this is just shocking defending. It's absolutely it's appalling. It's absolutely appalling defending. Like... Like, what... To be fair, what do you expect with a defensive lineup like this? To be honest, all three of them. All three of them. Tosin, Badiashile, Disasi. Deary me. Absolutely disgraceful. 2-0 to Newcastle. Let me change the timer. I mean, at this point right now, this could be anything. Like, I think we got to change something up here. I think this is, again, a big moment for Enzo Maresca to show what he can do as a manager, tactically adapt things in game. Because, well, we've not been 2-0 down for a long time. Bring Palmer on and change the back line. I mean, the way that Newcastle play, thank you for the donation, the way that Newcastle play, like, Palmer will probably get injured in this game. But this is just awful. This is absolutely awful. We're 2-0 down. We can't keep hold of the ball. We keep giving it away. And unfortunately, it's the Monaco disaster class that has absolutely crashed Chelsea here into the abyss. Like, to go 1-0 down the way that we did is just shocking. There's no need for it. To go 2-0 down like that is just like... I need to see the free kick again, to be honest. But, like, there's just no excuses for not being able to clear your lines. Like, just kick the ball away. Hoof it away. Even if you have to kick it into a player and it goes in, like, it's better than just smashing it in the back of the net. Newcastle are absolutely all over us here. All over us. Now we're getting yellow cards as well. Honestly. Badiashile, like, what are you doing putting your arm over him there? Like, what an absolute fool. I'm sorry. I said in my preview, like, the last 2 times Badiashile's come on, he played really well against Panathinaikos and he came on and played well against Liverpool. But this has been an absolutely disastrous half an hour from Benoit Badiashile. Gives the ball away. Absolutely at fault for the first goal. Absolute shambles. Like, this defending is disgusting. The defending is the Chelsea problem right now, game after game anyway. But, like, flipping heck, man. Like, we talked yesterday in the news video. Isak is in around the back again and Kunku having to defend here. Knew that this cup lineup would be found out against a good side. I mean... honestly, we've had a stinker. Man United are 2-0 up as well. Like, I'm actually annoyed. I'm really annoyed. Like, it's just rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish. Like, how? How? I'm going to take the lineups off the screen. Someone's just asked me to, and I think that's a good idea. I don't want to see this lineup on the screen. I don't want to see this lineup at all. It's just like the midfield. There's no midfield today. Absolutely no midfield. We've given it away again. Oh, my word. Tonali. It could be 3-0. We need to make changes now. Like, if we actually care about this competition and we actually care about getting something from this game, you make a change now. So far, Enzo Maresca has been very good at making changes at the right times. This Disasi, bro, but like, This guy is not a footballer. I'm sorry. What are you doing, Disasi? He's a disaster, man. An absolute disaster. Oh, my word. Oh, it's the commentary as well. Like, what are you on about? It's unfortunate. He couldn't quite organise his feet. I flipping organise my feet to walk down the stairs to come into my flipping office. Oh, he can't organise his feet. Piss off. Oh, I swear the standards of commentators in football, obviously, like, this is a live stream. It's a bit different to commentary. But the standards of commentary worldwide right now is disgraceful also, by the way. If we're in the mood to complain about things. This has been a very, very poor 32 minutes here from Chelsea. If you've just joined us... it's been the Monaco disaster class. Badiashile, shocker. Disasi, shocker. Going forward as well, pretty shocking, to be honest. Dewsbury Hall's been poor. Mudrik's hardly touched the ball. Yeah, we're not doing very well here whatsoever. Sack Maresca now, someone says. I mean, that is a ridiculous thing to say. We've made a lot of changes again. Newcastle's team is very much similar to what we saw the other day. I selected Disasi in my preview. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Like, if you're going to come at me and say, like, you asked for this, at least, like, watch the preview and get it right. I had Malagusto at right back and Mark Cucurella left back, with Tosin and Badiashile at the back. Felix again dribbling, doing well. Mudryk towards Felix. Felix has got to score, and he doesn't. Chelsea corner, good chance. Joao Felix, I think there's an element of like, he should be passing there. Little bit of main character, maybe, but like also, like, yeah, you do shoot there, I think. Maybe not. I think you square it. No, you square it. That's poor. That's poor. Chelsea need a goal before half-time. If we score one before half-time and don't concede another one, game on maybe, with changes. Cole Palmer obviously is on the bench too. Enzo Fernandez with the corner. It's a really good corner, that. Ugh, infringement. Chelsea aren't scoring. I mean, well, at the minute, it doesn't look like it. United 2, Leicester 1. Leicester getting back in that game. It's just a bad lineup. Like, when you've got Desassi in the team, just expect things to be a struggle, to be honest. Deary me. Spurs are beating Man City 1-0. Oh, dear. Oh, I feel so deflated. So deflated, like, just individual errors. 3-1 Man United. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall cannot play right wing. Absolutely not. Like, Timo Werner scoring for Spurs as well. Wow. Okay, this really is a shocking half from Chelsea in all stretches of the imagination. No, I think you've got to bring Cole Palmer and Madueke on here. Disassi shoving Vega out there to go and do the defensive work. Like, Disassi's a joke, man. Disassi is an absolute joke. It's another Newcastle free kick here. Go back to bed. To be honest, I should have done. I was kept awake by a massive storm as well. The thunder was so loud. I should have just taken that as like a little cue, to be quite honest. Lewis Hall puts the ball in. It's another dangerous ball. Joe Linton wins the header. Correa's shouting for... Yeah, that is a throw-in. Giving it away again, man. Flipping heck, this is so bad. This is by far the worst I've seen Chelsea play this season. Like, this is the worst since pre-season. And obviously I was at all of those matches. Since pre-season, this is by far the worst that we've played. You say we need half-time. We need changes. We absolutely need changes as a matter of desperation. Jorgensen is looking like he's panicking at the back too. What are you... Oh, my God. Like, you can smell it. You can smell it. This game stinks. This game stinks. Jorgensen is making me look like an idiot right now for saying that he should be playing over Sanchez. Maybe not, honestly. Maybe not. Maybe we've just got a load of disaster goalkeepers. Vega running back into trouble. Gives it to Jorgensen again. Like, this guy's freaking me. This whole back line is just an absolute shocker. Bring Lucas Bergstrom on at this point. Bring Bettinelli on. Bring the vibes on. Shocking. 40 million quid for Axel Disassi is an absolute joke. When you look at the fact we spent 40 million on Cole Palmer, flipping heck, man. Watch after half-time. I mean, look, they've got to do something. Vega is so bad. Guys, the guy's playing in midfield. The guy is being asked to play. He's a left-footed left-back. He's playing on the right-hand side of the midfield. That's a lovely ball from Vega, as I say that, to Felix. Now to Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall. Passes it backwards. Renato Vega. Enzo Fernandez. There's no movement in the forward areas from Chelsea either. Like, no organisation whatsoever in this team. We're getting outplayed. Joao Felix, I think, so far has been the only player that can hold his head up high. Mudryk, that's nice. Gives it to Felix. He's going to shoot again. It's a good effort. Nick Pope with the save. That's actually a good shot. Ah, dear. It's good from Mudryk. Good footwork. Joao Felix gets that shot away. He's hit that with absolute venom too. Man United are 4-1 up. I mean, look, the good news is we don't have to see this disaster team play at the weekend. I think this genuinely, if Maresca sees positives in the way that we're playing out from the back in this game, then I'm sorry, but I disagree entirely. Like, 100% disagree. This has been shocking so far. Casemiro, another goal for him. As if Timo Werner scored for Spurs too. Man United sacked Ten Hag and then they're 4-1 up against Premier League opposition. Unreal. United preparing for Chelsea. Flipping flying ant in my office. Get out. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. We need Petrovic. Honestly, we do. We really, really do. Chelsea now. Oh, come on. Just killing ants in my office at the minute. This is about as entertaining as it gets from a Chelsea perspective. Guys, if you are in the stream and you're new around here, make sure you subscribe because this 6 Things We Learnt video is not going to be a good one. It's not going to be a happy one so far. Although there is a long way to go still in this game. Chelsea, Carabao Cup, comeback. So let's have it. Mudryk takes on his man. That's really good from Mudryk. Chelsea corner. Much better from Mudryk. But Keane and Dewsbury Hall as a winger, like that can never happen again. That absolutely cannot happen again. But Mudryk there using his pace. Anthony Gordon can't keep up with him either. Enzo Fernandez with the corner. It's a really good corner again. He's putting it right on the keeper, but like the problem is like we don't have any height. I mean, Badiashile is tall and Vega is tall, but like Newcastle are a much bigger team than us. So like, why are we putting the ball on the goalkeeper? Nick Pope is also a big goalkeeper, good with his hands. Like he's going to come out and claim it. 2-0 Newcastle, 41 minutes gone. How are we losing? We're losing because we're having a shocker here. We've got players playing in stupidly weird positions. Like I feel like this is being treated like a pre-season experimental game. Like Dewsbury Hall cannot take on his man whatsoever. Like Dewsbury Hall as a right winger is the worst thing I've seen. I think maybe. No, Badiashile and desassi are the worst thing I've seen. But, like, Dewsbury Hall in this position is not it. Here's Felix again. Gets another shot away. Nick Pope with the save. Joao Felix is having a lot of efforts here today. He's been good, Felix. He's been good. Nick Pope with a good save. It's good from Nkunku. Laying it off to him as well. Gets the shot away quickly. But, again, it's just a bit of a tame shot. Lewis Hall, lovely bring down. I want to see Joao Felix on the pitch with Cole Palmer. Joe Linton does well there. Tonali. Lewis Hall. Dewsbury Hall winning it this time. It gives it straight away. Can't keep hold of it. KDB is not serious. I think you mean KDH, mate. Oh, dear. I wish we didn't sell Lewis Hall too. Such a good footballer. Very nice guy too. No Palmer, no win. Mudryk, Nkunku gets there first. Now Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez. Desassi towards Mudryk. Volleys it at the back post. Again, it's just feeble from Chelsea here. Absolutely feeble. Newcastle have just controlled this game. And, like, to be honest, they've not even been that good. They've not had to be that good. That's the problem. Kai says we're going to pens. Maybe. I mean, like, from what I've seen in the first half so far, there's no way we're getting this game to penalties. How are we going to score 2 goals without conceding more? That's the problem. Someone says Sancho should come on. I mean, you can't bring Sancho on. He's not in the squad. He's ill. There's no Neto either. There's also no VAR in this game, which I feel like, as much as I complain about the video assistant referee, I've got a feeling it could be one of those where Desassi's done well there, though, quickly. Desassi's like, I've got to score a goal here to make up for everything. And he just, like, steamrolls through everybody. Don't know what he's like. I don't know what he's smiling at, though. He's smiling at the fact that he knows what he's doing, in the sense of, like, he knows he's had a disaster in this game so far, and he thinks a goal is going to fix it. Mate, you're a defender and you can't defend. End of story. Anyway, we are getting close to half-time. 2-0 Newcastle. It's just a shame. To concede such stupid goals is such a shame, because we've been on such a good run. These midweek games have been playing so well. But yeah, there's been some seriously poor performances in this first half. 40 seconds to go until half-time. Don't think we're going to score. But I think there's definitely a world where Cole Palmer, Chukwuemeka, Madueke could be half-time substitutions here. Levi Colwill maybe also, to bring off one of the disaster class players. And my mate Jack just said, unreal swerve. And no Wembley trip in February. That's the shame reality of what we're in right now. Half-time. Or it's not half-time, because Newcastle could score a third. Anthony Gordon round the back again. Oh, my word. Badiashile doesn't get close to him. Like, he's got to come off. He's absolutely got to come off. It should be 3-0 to Newcastle. I thought the referee was going to blow the whistle because nothing had happened in that minute. But he doesn't. So I'd have been a bit annoyed if we conceded a goal there. It's a good cross from Gordon as well. But wow, Joe Willock it is who hits it over. Oh, big sneeze. But blimey, O'Reilly. Half-time, guys. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0. This is so bad, isn't it? This is such a bad half, I think. Badiashile, awful. Desassi, awful. And Kiernan Dewsbury Hall as a right winger, awful, to be fair. But I do have faith in Enzo Maresca to make a change here. I think from what we've seen of him so far as a manager, he can understand and see when things aren't working. And I think, lo and behold, we're going to see changes. But that is the worst half of football we've played this season. That is probably a worse half of football than I saw in pre-season. And I was at every single one of those matches. And I wasn't impressed with anything, really, apart from the 3-0 win against Club America. But that was just awful, wasn't it? That was shocking. And we've had all of the ball as well. 64.3% possession. 50% of the aerial duels we've won. We made 3 interceptions. We made no blocks. Won 4 tackles. Like, it's just 2 useless goals to concede. Like, Newcastle, that yes, they've looked stronger than us. Yes, they've overrun us in the midfield because, well, we've got flipping 2 left-backs playing in midfield. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, I love Maresca and all that, but, like, what do you think what do you think's gonna happen if you play? If you play Renato Vega on the left side where Cucurella is. Like, Cucurella's been fine because he's comfortable playing as a left-footed player in that position. But Renato Vega is a left-footed player playing on the right side of a midfield. Like, what is this? Like, all to, what, protect Enzo Fernandez in the middle because he clearly needs it? Like, thank you for reminding me about the timer. Like, we've just been really, really bad. Really bad. Axel Disasi smashes the ball into his own net. The commentary that I'm listening to is saying to us, oh, it's unfortunate for Disasi. He just couldn't get it out of his feet. Like, what do you mean he couldn't get it out of his feet? I'm sorry, but these excuses are just appalling. There's absolutely no excuse to be had for that. Badiashile as well, getting absolutely torn a new one over on that left-hand side. Tactically, this has been bad. Like, let's call it what it is. Stupid setup from Maresca. It doesn't work. And I'm not going to call him stupid. I just think this is a stupid setup. It really is. And I think we need to bring Levi Colwill on right now. I think we need to bring Noni Madueke on and Cole Palmer. If Chelsea are serious and they want to win this competition, which, look, yes, it's frustrating. If you lose in the Carabao Cup, you're kind of over it by the time the weekend comes. But, like, if you're in it, you can win it. So to lose it like this would be a disaster because it's just like just two shite defenders that shouldn't even be at flipping Chelsea, causing us no end of concern and problems. Like, I think that is how simple this is at this point. Bollocks game plan, says Ben Collins. I completely agree. Did I see Casemiro's goal? No, I've not seen any of the other goals. I know that there has been a lot of other goals, but I've not seen any of them yet. I'll probably watch that over a coffee at the end of this match and at the end of 6 Things We Learned. But I think to come back from 2-0 down at St James's Park is not going to be easy. Was it a good goal? Let me see if I can see it on Twitter. Our goalkeeping problem will kill off this season. Also, yeah, Jorgensen has not been that great either, has he? Let's be real. Joao Felix, I think, was good. Reimburse the fans who travelled tonight out of the Monaco lots packet. Cole Palmer to save Chelsea. I mean, like, okay. I'm going to put you guys to the sword here on the poll. Can Chelsea come back? In fact, no. Will Chelsea come back is the question I'm going to ask in the poll. Because I'll be honest with you. Unless we see the changes that I asked for, I genuinely think it's impossible. Like, Newcastle should be 4-5-0 up here. Like, I think, honestly, like, Newcastle could have easily, I'm watching the highlights now, like, Joe Linton hit the post. Like, it's been so bad. I think there's a cat that shouldn't be in my kitchen. Wait. How weird. I thought there was a cat in the kitchen that isn't my cat, but there's not a cat in the kitchen that's not my cat. So, yes. Anyway. Yeah, they could have easily scored at the end as well with Anthony Gordon's ball across the face of the box. Like, Newcastle should be 5-0 up, guys. Like, I'm looking at that Badiashile hospital ball to Vega again. Enzo Fernandez is like, I'm sorry, but, like, people were trying to save Enzo here. Like, that first goal is also partly Enzo's fault, because instead of actually dealing with the problem, he's like trying to show his frustration with Badiashile's pass Like, no, like, I'm sorry, Enzo Fernandez isn't getting away with that one either. Like, Enzo's been poor. I'm sorry. Like, yes, he's getting on the ball a lot. Yes, you know, he's made more passes than he's missed. But, jeez, man. United are scary. I mean, Leicester are rubbish also, by the way. But we need changes right now. If we don't change personnel at half-time here, like, I know I'm looking at the second goal again now. Isak deflects off of Nkunku. No, Disasi, shocking. I'm sorry. Badiashile, you're having a laugh. Mate, honestly, this guy. Joao Felix, I think, has been good. 2-0 to Spurs. Gusto for Disasi. I mean, look, the problem is, and this is actually a good debate and discussion to have here. Do you prioritise making attacking changes now because we need to score 2 goals to just be level? Or do we make defensive changes to get rid of the absolute shit that is playing at the back? Like, what's the priority? Let me know in the comments, guys. Do we take off Badiashile and Disasi as a priority? Because I don't think we can make 4 changes now, just in case of injuries. Like, I don't think that would be good game management. I think 3. I think we need to make 3 changes. But I do think we need at least 2 attackers on right now. Mudryk, I think, needs to stay on. I think Mudryk just needs to get on the ball more. I don't think you can take off the players that can actually hurt them. Like, if you start taking off the players that could actually hurt this Newcastle team, then I think we've completely destroyed the chances of doing anything. Enzo Fernandez won't come off. We know that. Palmer for KDH. Yeah, I think Dewsbury Hall's got to go off. I think maybe it is Gusto, Colwell and Palmer for Dewsbury Hall, Disasi and Badiashile. Maybe that is it. Maybe that's the only thing we need right now. You could change the whole 11. Yeah, I think Joao Felix has been good personally. Like, he's actually trying to make things happen. He's got into good position, showing good footwork, forced a couple of saves. But again, as of right now, that is going to stat pad this Chelsea team when it comes to shots on target. Anyway, 51% of you, it's about 50-50 right now. Will Chelsea come back? Obviously, we are a Chelsea channel with pretty much all Chelsea fans. So, obviously, there is going to still be optimism that Chelsea can do it. I think if this was a football channel that was like a more like rounded with different fans of different clubs and not just Chelsea, I think it would be a universal no, to be quite honest, if it was just like football fans that aren't Chelsea fans in here. But if you are in the stream, please do hit the like button on the stream. I know there's not really much to like about anything right now. But yeah, it would just at least help me out if you could hit the like button on the stream. There's nearly 3,000 of you in here right now. Hopefully, we can all be in for a famous Chelsea Carabao Cup comeback. We obviously beat Newcastle in the Cup last season. Mikhailo Mudryk there scoring. I think that was 3-2, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure we won 3-2. But like, I genuinely think right now, I can't even Google it, 2-1. Okay. It's bad memory from me. I genuinely feel as though like the fans that have travelled up on a Wednesday night for a Carabao Cup game, based on what we've seen so far, like, they should be reimbursed, man. Out of the paycheck of Benoit Badiashile and Axel Disasi. George Benson looks sad recently. I mean, I shouldn't have looked sad. I should look annoyed more than anything. Like, I'm not sad. We haven't lost yet. It doesn't look good. But we haven't lost yet. I'm more just like, it's just angry. I'm just angry. Because, like, it comes back to the summer, you know? Like, when you get rid of a player like Trevor Chalobah, who's a good centre-back, to allow someone that you spent 40 million on, wasted 40 million on, Like, it's just annoying. Okay, I'm loving this. This is good energy here from Solomon. See you to the pens. Newcastle have no idea what is about to smack them on the face. They are already comfortable. Let's score the usual early, then score again before the game ends. I like this. This is the positivity. We're going to go for it. Vlad, thank you for the donation, mate. Imagine Chilwell saves the game. Imagine. I definitely think there is definitely a goal to be had for Chelsea here. I think Newcastle aren't as good as we've made them out to be. I think we've just made them be good so far. I think Chukwuemeka would change the game too. I'd maybe bring Carney on now too, but I just don't think I don't think Maresca would do that. I think he'd bring Cassidy on before he brings Chukwuemeka on, which is obviously the wrong call at this point because I don't think Cassidy offers anywhere near as much as Chukwuemeka does. What's the beef with Eunice? It wouldn't be a GBFC stream without someone asking me this. There's absolutely no beef with Eunice. Harry makes jokes about it now on the podcast, if you actually watch the podcast or listen to it all the way through to the end. Just because it's funny, because people just don't seem to want to believe that me and Eunice haven't fallen out. Bring my girlfriend in and we're going to change the game. She is very much asleep right now. It is 4:46 a.m. and we're still up streaming after the storm of the century tonight in Bali. Crazy, crazy rain, crazy thunder. Lightning like you wouldn't believe. And if you watch the vlog channel, which by the way, if you're not subscribed to my vlog channel, there'll be a new vlog out tomorrow. Check the channel out in the description. It's called JustACoupleGs. Yeah, you'll see some of the lightning. Like literally every 2 seconds, like crazy lightning hitting the ground, like huge bangs, like mega. Felix is the problem. Felix is not, like, if you watch that first half and think Joao Felix is the problem, then I'm sorry, but you've been on some very interesting substances. Because Joao Felix was probably the only player that could walk off with his head held high in that first half, to be honest. I feel sorry as well for Renato Vega at this point. I'm like, what is this guy doing playing in midfield? Thank you for the donation, Teehee. No natural right-sided players. No, it's ridiculous. Dewsbury Hall is also better on his left foot. Right. So I'm looking at the players have come out here for the second half. This commentary is so shit, by the way. Well, Desassi has come out for the second half, which is already not filling me with the most confidence, to be fair. Well, maybe it's a tactical change, maybe, but like, I'm sorry, if you watch that and you think that there's been enough out there from the players that have been out there, that they don't deserve to come off, like, what are you watching? What are you doing? Well, we are about to get underway for the start of the second half. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 0. Make sure you stay tuned here on GBFC. I'm going to try and get the timer spot on this time. I think I was about 2 seconds off. I don't understand how he's not making changes here. I really don't get it. Cameras are on Eddie Howe in the dugout. No changes. That is mad from Maresca. Mad. We're underway. And the flipping... Oh, what is it with flipping video? Okay, I think the timer might be just behind as well, unfortunately. Come on, Chelsea. Attacking from right to left. Joao Felix looking to make a quick start here. Felix again goes for the shot when... That's just greedy at that point. And this is such a shocking effort as well. Come on, Chelsea. Need a big half here. Need a massive improvement. I have no idea how the starting 11 that started this game and played that shocking first half, I don't know how we have managed to keep all of those players on the pitch and there's no changes. Enzo Fernandez giving the ball away again. Our cup journey might be done. That's a better pass this time from Tosin. Felix and Nkunku, they just don't have that chemistry. They're not playing together often enough. Newcastle on the attack. Cucurella does very well there. Good defensive recovery. Now Vega. It looks to me as though Chelsea are playing with the exact same shape as what we saw. Maybe Vega is a bit more out on the left this time. No, he's now walking back to the same position. Like, why? Chelsea trying to play from the back again. Badiashile, Jorgensen. It's a good ball. Mudryk. It's one back by Sean Longstaff in the middle, though. I'm seeing the same things here. I'm seeing the exact same things at the start of this second half, 2 minutes in. You can see it. It's the shape that's the problem. The shape is the problem, and we're not able to do anything differently with it. Just play players in their correct positions. Simple as that. Like, I want to see Chelsea win trophies. I want us to win the Carabao Cup, for goodness sake. Like, yes, there's a lot of good teams still in it. Guys, there's no point doing fake scores because I'm trying to watch the game a bit more than read the chat. If you're going to keep doing fake scores, I'm just going to watch more of the game. It's as simple as that. Like, I try and read the chat as much as I possibly can when I stream. It just ruins it when you do it. Midfield changes. Like, I'm not seeing anything really different here. I'm seeing Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall playing on the right wing, which doesn't work. I'm seeing Renato Vega playing in that right-hand side half space, which doesn't work because he's not right-footed. Philip Jorgensen. Oh, my word, Jorgensen. I mean, that was good footwork, to be fair. So lucky, though. Like, incredibly lucky. Oh, Isak there has absolutely schooled Mudryk. Looks to get the ball in again. Tosin flicks the header away. It's a decent header, actually. Now Badiashile, Vega. Chelsea looking to play themselves out of trouble here. Disassi is in the complete wrong position. A football pitch. Wow. Yeah, the timer's a couple of seconds off, I think. I'm not sure why. Because if anything, it should be behind. It's not 2-1, guys. People are just doing it on the chat because they think they're funny. It's just weird. Very weird. Mudryk drills the ball in. Come on, Chelsea. Show me something else. Go on, Mudryk. Beat your man. Newcastle are more than happy to just sit back. It's Enzo, that's a lovely ball to Cucurella. In Nkunku. It's a brilliant defensive block. Brilliant, brilliant defending that. In Nkunku. It's going to go down as a miss. Renato Vega. He's going to get sent off here, isn't he? He's done really well there, Vega, to actually get back on side. Now Isak up against Badiashile. This is where you start to think, oh dear. Anthony Gord, it's Lewis Hall actually who shot that. Good save from Jorgensen. A much better save there. Okay, 54%. I'm going to leave the poll running about Chelsea coming back because I think the poll will change if Chelsea do get the next goal. We need a goal soon though. I think if we don't score in the next 10 minutes, I think it's done. The rain is starting again outside. I hope it doesn't rain too much because as soon as the coffee shop's open at 6, I'm going straight there for a coffee. Here's Mudryk. Oh, the pass was on. The pass was on. And Nkunku's got the speed. Dewsbury-Hall, who has to go backwards because he has to have it on his left foot. I can't believe that we've just got no natural width on that right-hand side. Enzo, good pass to Cucurella. Nkunku's offside, mate. Time your run. Joao Felix, looking to beat his man. It's poor from Felix again. No strength. Anthony Gordon there. Schools Enzo Fernandez. Not surprised, to be honest. Hurricane Milton has hit Chelsea today. Better defending this time from Badiashile. That's a foul. That's a yellow for a foul on Cucurella. Badiashile shoves him. Why do you do that, you stupid prat? There's no need for Badiashile to push him in front of the referee. Enzo Fernandez, Joe Linton squaring up to Badiashile. Maybe it's better if he gets sent off, to be honest. Might as well go headbutt him, mate. Joe Linton, you mug. Like, this is just ridiculous. If Chelsea get a booking here as well, just for petulance. I'm so tired of us getting bookings for petulance, guys. It's an awful foul from Gordon. That actually could have been a red. It's very high on Cucurella's leg. Dirty bastard. It's a yellow for Anthony Gordon, and Chelsea get away with no bookings. I think that could have easily been a red. But why are we still not seeing any changes after 7 minutes here? Nothing's different, guys. Nothing is different. This is literally, it might as well have been Pochettino this time last year on the bench right now. I thought Maresca was the guy that can actually see things for what they are and make the changes when necessary. How we have managed to still have the same players on the pitch right now is an absolute joke. Stop moaning, someone says. Flipping hell. I mean, if you're watching this and you're not moaning, then someone should question the team that you support. That's a good ball. Enzo Fernandez now, but that ball isn't on. Yes, Mudryk, that's a lovely pass. Go on. Oh, I mean, Kunku can't control it. Too much speed on the ball in from Mudryk there, but that's much better from Enzo Fernandez. Much better. Second half's looking better. It's a little bit better than what we've seen in the first. Good pass from Badiashile. Felix tries to be cute with it. Just control it. Just trap it in. Now Newcastle on the attack again. They're going to score. They're going to score. I don't trust. Look at this defensive line. Jorgensen holds it. The boys gave everything. I mean, to be honest, no one can say that right now. And I don't think Maresca would say that. Because right now, the players aren't giving everything. Let's be honest. Have we actually made a sub? No. There's been no substitutions. Which I find absolutely baffling. Mudryk, yes. Good drop of the shoulder. Now do something with it. It's an awful ball. It's a really, really bad ball. Dewsbury Hall is in the wrong place too. Badiashile. Enzo Fernandez gives it to Mudryk. Enzo Fernandez has definitely stepped up a little bit more in this second half. Mudryk, good pass to Felix. Mudryk again. Now Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. He's obviously going to cut in on his left foot. What is that cross? It's really not good enough. It's really not good enough. Like, I don't understand how we haven't made a change here. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall as a right winger does not work. I don't think I've ever seen a player so out of his depth in a position. Like, I never want to see it again. I never want to see it again. Here is Dewsbury Hall. Nope. Hey, that's got to be a yellow for Nick Pope. Has to be a yellow for Nick Pope. Yes. I like this referee. I like this ref. He knows that the throw-in could have been taken quickly. We are cooked, says Gregory. At this point, I fully agree. I think we are absolutely cooked in this one. No idea how we're going to come back. I really don't know. Yellow card for Nick Pope. We're going to rely on like a red card or something here. But I think it will be too late. I think we're going to need to do too much too late. Because we've not made changes. Like, how do you think coming out for the start of this second half we're going to get anywhere close to Newcastle playing with the players in this position? I don't think we underestimated Newcastle. I think we clearly have a cup team and then a non-cup team. We've got a big squad. We were cooked an hour ago. Yeah. That was a big yawn. The Disaster Brothers are shameful. Like, we just need a goal. We need a goal to give us something to fight for. But, like, how are we going to score? Who else is a skibbity toilet enjoyer? I mean, that is one of the weirdest sections of the internet, that is. Madweki's coming. I mean, good. Good. It should have been at half-time. Honestly. I think he doesn't want to bring Cole Palmer on in case he gets injured before Man United, which I kind of understand. But Noni is coming on here for Enzo Maresca. Finally, we're seeing something. And Dewsbury Hall is coming off. I'm sorry, but that was one of the worst 57 minutes where you could see from a Chelsea player. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall was at an absolute stinker there. I think that pretty much sums him up with a red box in this game. Noni Madweki. Quiet game from Dewsbury Hall. Flipping heck. Come on, Chelsea. Lewis Hall, I think, has gone off for Newcastle too. I missed that. Come on, Chelsea. If we score in the next 10 minutes, maybe we got a chance. If Palmer comes off the bench. Like, this is kind of making us look a bit like Palmer FC, isn't it, at this point? Like, just, no one's been on it. Even Felix, man. Like, all he does is shoot. Thank you, Miss Stallion, for the donation. Anyone ever done a number 2 in the school toilets, he says. I mean, we're 2-0 down, so we're stinking out the gaff already. Might as well do it. Orange boxes should be given. I mean, a red will do, to be honest. Like, it's just not been good enough, has it? Nkunku's been awful as well. Yeah, I totally agree. The ball is literally bouncing off him like his legs are made out of flipping lead. I thought we got rid of the days when Romelu Lukaku would let the ball bounce off his shins. There's also just not been any service. Like, Mudrik's not had a great game, but he's also not had the ball in good positions. Like, the whole right-hand side has been completely redundant because Disasi is awful and Dewsbury Hall is not a right winger. Can I show the game? No, because I will get my channel taken down. No. I can't believe people still come to YouTube watch-alongs and ask for that. Cucurella, I think, has been okay. Yeah. But again, like, he's like playing as a natural left back and then moving into different positions, stepping up into different positions is more suited to Cucurella's game. Like, but asking Cucurella to be a permanent flipping advanced 8, I'm like, why? You know what I mean? Like, the Cucurella's position, he's basically playing as an attacker. Big yawn again from Benson. And the football from Chelsea is diabolical. Enzo Fernandez, good ball from Felix, gives it to Nkunku. It's a good tackle again. They're defending excellently, Newcastle, today. They really have. This half, much better. I mean, is it much better, though? Is it much better? Chelsea corner. Neto save for Man United. Yeah, he's not even in the squad. Gusto isn't on the bench either. It's a decent corner from Noni. Swung in. It's going to be another corner. You'd rather sacrifice this game and beat United. Yeah, look, I mean, if we're actually going to say, like, you can only win one of them, I say you win against Man United for sure. But I don't want to go out the cup. I really don't, especially playing like this. Like, we can't go out playing this bad, to be honest. Badiashile going towards the near post. The ball is put in again, straight towards Nick Pope. Like, Vega's there, but, like, you can't really score from there, I don't think. Mudryk, that's a decent cross. Flicked away again. Here's Noni Madweki looking to beat his man over on that right-hand side. That's good from Noni. That's a great run. That could be a penalty. Nothing given. There's no VAR, so it won't be given. I mean, Noni Madueke's gone down. I think it's another one of those situations where if he's dived, then you got to book him. I said to you, didn't I? I said there's going to be a VAR call that would have been made if VAR was there, but there's no VAR. That could be the one, you know. So why hasn't he booked Madueke for diving? That's what I mean. Like, it's either a dive or a foul, and either way, like, it's a penalty or a yellow card. So that's what I mean. The referee's not done his job. I think that's a penalty. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Here's Mudryk. Nkunku, that's what what did I just say to you? What did I just say to you? It's like he's got lead in his boots. It bounces off of Nkunku's shins. Like, nah, guys, I'm saying it now. We've lost the game. I'm sorry. We've lost. Take Nkunku off now. He has had beyond a stinker. Like, shocking. Like, it goes behind him. It actually went behind him. Like, literally, guys, you just heard me say, didn't you? On this stream, you just heard me say. It just bounces off of his shins. No control whatsoever. His shirt has been pulled in 2 different places. Anthony Gordon has pulled Madueke's shirt, 2 arms all over him. That is 100% a penalty. It's a penalty. Well, Newcastle are bringing off Isak, but Bruno Guimaraes is coming on to see the game out. Joe Willock also coming off. City have got a goal back against Spurs. It's just annoying. Like, why today no VAR? I don't understand. Like, is there always no VAR in this phase of the Carabao Cup? Stop being so negative, man. Back your team. I mean, look, we can't control the ball, guys. We cannot control the ball. The defense is a shambles. Players are literally, like, the ball is bouncing off their shins. They can't do anything with it. Better from Nkunku. Now Noni. Newcastle are just going to sit back. Like, Newcastle are not the team that you give a 2-0 lead to from 2 mistakes and expect to come back at St James's Park. You just don't. Now Mudryk. Does well, takes on his man again, wins a free kick. Should also be a yellow card. George, did I forget about George Washington? Well, for a start, his name is David. But no, I didn't forget about him. You think he played today for the Premier League 2 side? Ah, dear. Ben Chilwell was actually on the pitch there helping Mudryk up. But there wouldn't have been any VAR to rule it out. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, Chelsea again, this time going short with a corner. That's different. Try something new. I like that. Finally, it only took 65 minutes. Enzo Fernandez, another ball to no one. Oh, dear. How are you watching the game, George? Thank you, Truth Hurts, for the donation. I'm watching it on video. I live in Indonesia. That is the app that they use here. Is that a corner? 25 minutes to go. Chelsea haven't scored. And to be honest, we've not looked like scoring in the second half either, have we? Let's be real. We have a corner, though. And it's just going to go straight to a Newcastle match. Is Jackson actually on the bench? Nicholas Jackson is on the bench. He's not on the bench, guys. Nicholas Jackson is not on the bench. And again, it's straight to Nick Pope. Like, what do you... Honestly, I feel like we're back to last season. I feel like we are literally back to last season where I'm sat here calling everything as it happens, and Chelsea players just do the same flipping stuff. Just like, we spent £1 million on a flipping set piece coach. Like, I'm not saying it's his fault, but I'm saying why spend money on a set-piece coach if you've got no height in your team? That makes no sense. Any trips to Australia planned? Yes, actually. In January, I'm going to come over for the Australian Open. Nonny, that is absolutely fantastic. Go on. And then there's no one in the box. Like, oh, man. Everything today has just been poor decision, poor execution, poor decision, poor execution. This has been so bad. So bad. Sassy on the floor again. Get this guy out of my team. Take him off. He's so bad. Oh, the problem is people say sell him, but like if any football team out there right now wants to buy Sassy, he's worth about £5. Like you can't even give the bloke away at this point. Chelsea have not looked like scoring this whole second half. Like this is such a bad performance, guys. We're seeing the same shape as well. Like the only thing that's really changed is Cucurella's gone more advanced up the field, but like I think it's also a telltale sign that Chelsea are 2-0 down. We've got a striker on the bench, but we don't bring him on. No offense to Mark Guiu, but like I think that pretty much explains where we're at right now. But look, I'd bring Mark Guiu on here. I think Guiu would score in this game because I think he would be absolutely just running at the Newcastle defenders, pressing the way that they press us. I think Guiu would actually offer us something here. Just another poor pass, I think, from Tosin this time. Sassy, Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea. We've been in the ascendancy in the second half, but we also had possession in the first half. Now in Kunku. Worst I've ever seen him play in a Chelsea shirt. Enzo Fernandez, another shocking ball. Like, really? People going to keep defending this guy? No, not here. Sassy towards Mudryk. The fact we've only made one sub is shocking. I completely agree. Completely agree. Like, we're literally, like, we've pinned Newcastle in, but we can't create anything because the passing and the way that we play in the final third is so bad. Cole Palmer, right now, like, it should have come on at half-time, to be honest. But, like, this, if it's going to be, if you can see that Maresca clearly isn't that fussed, he's clearly not that fussed about this competition. So if he's not fussed, then why should we bother? Do you know what I mean? And I mean, I know that's actually the wrong outlook. That's completely the wrong outlook. I want my manager to be fussed about this game. I want him to look at this match and think, we've conceded 2 shitty goals. Newcastle aren't offering anything. They're sitting back. Bring the players on that can unlock this Chelsea team. They're literally sat there with a 5-4-1, with a 2-0 lead, knowing that if they hold on for 20 minutes, they're into the quarterfinals of the Cup. Newcastle fans desperate for a trophy too. Badiashile, that's a better pass towards Nkunku. Now Vega. The ball's on his right foot. Why is Vega playing in that right half space as a left-footed player? Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, Maresca got this one wrong. Liverpool 3-1 up now as well. Sassy! Head it forwards. He heads it out for a throw-in. Under no pressure. Ace man, thank you for the donation, bro. Deary me. This is not good. This is really not good. 20 minutes to go. I mean, nothing's happening in the game either. There's not going to be any added time in this one. So, like, Chelsea really do have here 20 minutes. We've got a striker on the bench. Not come on. Best player in the world on the bench. Not come on. Like, sorry if I'm sat here with, like, a negative outlook on this game. Like, Go back to bed, George. You won't miss anything. Well, I'm on a good run at the minute of streaming. We're on a good run of 6 things we learnt. Like, I know it's not going to be a very positive one, but I would love you guys to tune in because we need to go in on these players today. They deserve to. And I think what this has done is we talk a lot this season about knocking on the door and players like putting in a massive claim to be in the Premier League squad. The next 2 matches are Manchester United and Arsenal. Like, these players out there tonight should be doing everything they possibly can to get in the team against Man United, to get in the team against Arsenal. But unfortunately, it's been absolutely feeble across the board. Felix now, like, that's just pathetic. And then he's complaining about it. Like, no, I'm sorry, I'm getting rid of the green box that I've given to Joao Felix. Don't deserve it. Lewis Hall is coming off. I swear you guys said that Lewis Hall came off earlier. I didn't even see it. I just went along with it. Oh, dear. Maresca doesn't want to win it. I mean, he does because we've got so many players. Surely he does. This is what I mean. This is why it's confusing. This is why it's so confusing because there's only going to be... There'll be unrest in the squad if players that feel like they should be playing more aren't. And if you're not in the cup competitions, then the players that feel like they should be playing more won't. Like... I don't know. I feel like we should be trying to give a lot more than this. Badiashile again, shoving it. Like, he's just so clumsy. So clumsy. I don't understand this. I really don't understand this. I don't understand also how Maresca's not made more changes. It's actually criminal. This is the first time that I'm like... Maresca, what the hell are you doing? And I hate what you've done today. People are saying he wants to lose, but like, when you see the players that we could bring on, Tonali puts the ball in, literally ball watching at the back. Look at that goal. Look at that. Me, man, I'm sorry. That is so bad. It's offside. Thank God. But, like, look at how easy that is. That's like the 4th time today that they've managed to hit the ball across the face of goal and tap it in from 2 yards out. We're so lucky they missed in the first half too. Such clear-cut chances. It's pathetic, guys. Absolutely pathetic. 16 minutes to go. 2-0 down at St James's Park. You got the best player in the world on the bench, not coming on. You've got another striker on the bench, not coming on. Oh, Felix is in. You got to score. And he misses. That's it. Game over. Absolutely game over. Joao Felix with the best chance that we have had tonight. And Joao Felix hits it wide. Does not even hit the target. He's had a shocker there. Absolute shocker. That's a really good pass from Tosin. Cuts through 2 lines of the Newcastle defence. And it's just such a poor finish from Joao Felix. This has literally been the case the whole flipping career of Joao Felix. So much talent, luxury player, but like, you've got to do better than that. You've just got to do better than that. He doesn't even hit the target. They're just showing that Newcastle goal again. Like, yes, it is offside. But like, this just sums Chelsea up today, guys. Like, we're walking around with our heads down. You got the best player in the world on the bench. I'll keep saying it. Like, what do you expect? I'm not going to end the stream. I'll end the stream when the game is done. When Chelsea are knocked out the Carabao Cup, the stream will end. No, I shouldn't say that, because if we still somehow come back now, I'm not going to stream until we get knocked out. Someone said, Omar Audion was a better option than Felix. I mean, the guy scored a hat-trick in his last game, I think. I'm not going to say that. Like, I like Joao Felix. I think he's a good player. Madrid. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This is grotty, this is. This is absolutely grotty. Guys, look at that poll. 51% of you said no. 51% of you were correct, unfortunately. 49% said yes, Chelsea will come back. There's no way. Honestly, I've never been so sure of something. There's no way we come back in this. There's no way. It's game over. The thunder is about to go nuts outside again too. Big one. I'm seeing lightning flashes too. Clown Lake, give me a break. It's one game where Maresca's got the tactics wrong, and now the frustrating thing is more the fact that he's not really changing it. And as a fan, you want to see us go for it in all competitions, but we're just not doing that. He got it wrong this game. Maresca got it wrong. I'll call him out for getting it wrong in this game. Other than that, it's been great. I'm not going to turn around and say sack a man after flipping losing a Carabao Cup tie away at Newcastle. Like, flipping have a joke. Dewsbury Hall as well, useless signing. I mean, I don't know. I can't believe Cole Palmer's still not there. I can't believe Palmer's still not on. Well done, Mark Cucurella. I think Mark Cucurella has actually been the best player for us, to be honest. How can the commentary are actually so stupid. They're like, oh, Maresca's clearly got priorities in the Premier League. Shut up, mate. He's made, like, oh, I feel like the whole footballing world, like, the quality has just deteriorated. Desassi, Madwecki made a great run. Desassi goes backwards. What a mug. Absolute mug. Vega goes backwards. Badiashile, Tosin, Enzo. Don't give it to Desassi. Just don't give it to Desassi. Tosin. Oh, my word. Tosin nearly doesn't control it. Badiashile. How is Palmer not on? It's 10 minutes. Just give him a chance. Cole Palmer's on the pitch. There's always a chance of something happening. But I genuinely feel like Maresca is looking at this and just thinking on to the next. We could have easily lost this 6-0. Easily. Nkunku with a flick. Felix again. Like, we just cannot trap and control the ball. It's simple. Like, how we've not even, like, got close to scoring. I mean, Felix was kind of close to scoring, but it's just a shocking miss. Like, so bad. I think this also shows the quality of in the Conference League just isn't quite there. Do you know what I mean? Noni Madwecki, Enzo Fernandez. It's a decent ball in, but again, you're crossing the ball into the box where every single Newcastle player is taller than the Chelsea one. Like, you see that today, all game long. Cross, cross, corner, cross, corner, cross, cross. Like, What the... Why? Why? You can see it from a mile away. I don't know how the instructions on the sidelines have been no different. I really don't understand what we're doing here. Get Super Frank on. Oh, it's one of those where you look back at some of the Chelsea players of old and you would love to have some of those players right now, but we just don't. Newcastle is not the Conference League. No, Newcastle, if they were in the Conference League, they'd be one of the favourites. We're the favourites to win the Conference League. If Newcastle were in it too, they'd be the second favourites. Right now, it's Chelsea and Fiorentina. Newcastle would be ahead of Fiorentina if they were in it. This is completely different. And obviously, we had Barrow in the first game that we played. Gummarash. What a great spelling that was. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. 35% win ratio when Enzo Fernandez plays. Just reading out the comments here, guys. Just reading out the comments. Here is Enzo Fernandez. Crosses the ball in again. Oh, dearie me. Dearie, dearie me. The football IQ, I'm like, really? Like, Badia Shields got lead boots. Maresca sacrificed this game. Does look like we weren't that fussed about it, to be honest. The votes on the poll, 53% for no. I think everybody should change their vote now. Thank you, Christoph, for the £10 donation. Imagine actually choosing Disassi over Trev. Imagine. Imagine. Like, Palmer's not even warming up. Like, Maresca's actually given up on this, to be fair. Good play by Vega. Enzo Fernandez gives it to Mudryk. Intercepted again. This is so shit. Newcastle are in again. And they hit the post. Bloody hell, man. It would have been a fantastic goal from Morsula, who's come off the bench. No, don't worry. I'm not going to let this one slide. I'm not going to let this one slide, guys. I'm not happy about this. I don't want to see Chelsea playing, having the best player in the world on the bench, not even warming up with his hands like this. And the manager not making any changes, making one change. Like, I'm sorry, but I actually want to flip and win this competition. I'm not going to let it go. I will. I'll let it go after I've done my match review. That's why I like 6 Things We Learned, because everyone's like, oh, it's so reactionary. I'm like, yes, exactly. The plan is to upload it straight after full time with how I'm feeling about the game, with 6 boxes that make it less ranty and more structured, right? But like, it's just flipping ridiculous. You've got players there like Carney Chukwuemeka, Ben Chilwell, that have been great players for Chelsea in the past. We're losing. The manager's not even bringing them on. Like, what is he doing? Is he what? Just leaving the players out there to rot? To feel bad? Like, what is the purpose of this? Really? What is the purpose of that? There's genuinely players there. It's a yellow card to Joao Felix for that. For what? Shouting back at the referee? Pure petulance again. Stinker. Felix, I thought in the first half was good. Second half, disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. It's just, yeah, it's actually weird. It's weird that this is the approach. Like, if you're not going to use Ben Chilwell at the weekend, just bring him on. Just bring him on. If you're not going to use Carney Chukwuemeka and put him in the squad even in the Premier League, just bring him on. It's just, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, this from Maresca. It's actually criminal. The longer this game goes on, the more angry I'm actually getting at him. Trying to prove the difference between the first and the second team. You can see the difference when you look at the lineup graphic. You don't need to watch 90 minutes of football to know that the first team is better than the second team. It is. It really is. There have been good moments from that second team because we're playing against really shit opposition. Ghent are not very good. Panathinaikos are not very good. Barrow are not very good. So of course you're going to win. Seeing some people say this is a decision from above. Like, that's pure speculation. I'm not even going to entertain that right now because we can't just, every time Chelsea lose, we can't just go back to being like, oh, we hate the owners every time. Like, we've had a good start to the season, guys. We've played very well in every match almost this year, apart from this one. So I'm not going to lose my shit at the manager, at the owners. I'm not happy with the way that the managers dealt with this game. Really unhappy with it. I think it's total disrespect to the competition, total disrespect to the travelling Chelsea fans when you've got the world's best player on the bench not even warming up. No, and one change. And that one change was an obvious one, and it should have been made earlier. Mark Guiu is going to be looking at this thinking, I should have gone on loan. I should have asked to go on loan. If I'm Mark Guiu right now, I'm fuming. You're 2-0 down, you're a striker, and you're not even being asked to warm up. It's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. And I will rant about this on 6 Things We Learned. We're so slow. Mudrik's done well there. Beats his man. It's too much on the pass. Axel Disasi puts the ball back in the box. Cucurella wins the header, but it will be a goal kick. Oh dear. Well, I'm moving the camera into the position. It's in front of the TV now. This is disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Genuinely, this is so gutting. Look at that defending Badiashile again, just putting his hands out as if to say, what? Man's pathetic. Awful, awful excuse of a defence, this. Awful. Tosin has been manageable. He's been all right. Mudryk, Mudryk runs away from the ball. Oh, my word. Oh. There's no one knocking on the door today. Absolutely no one. This has been a shambles and a half from Chelsea. An absolute shambles. Absolutely awful. I literally woke up after sleeping for 3 hours for this. So bad, guys. So bad. I don't even know how much flipping... Mark Cucurella, I think, has been good, actually, yes. But again, playing out of position. That's not Cucurella's position. Renato Vega. That's a good effort from Vega, to be fair. Nick Pope with the save. It's a good shot from Vega. Probably the best shot someone's had today. But this has been so easy and comfortable for Newcastle. It's a joke. 3 minutes of added time. Bloody hell. Just end it now. This is so bad. Eight red boxes. To be honest, I'd give 10 red boxes. 11, actually, because Maresca gets a red for sure. Mark Cucurella deserves a flipping red. A yellow. Oh, if you bring subs on now, then you're actually just taking the piss. You're doing that to run the time down so that the game's finished quicker. Like, if Maresca was to make a sub now, he's a prat. Mudryk is a yellow, but, like, no, like, he didn't do enough to get on the ball in the first half. The execution of everything in the second half has just been so bad as well. Like, it's just insane. Just pure insanity, this performance. Enzo is a yellow. Absolutely not. God, if you think Enzo Fernandez has had a good game tonight, jeez, man. Gee, I don't know what... It just gets weird at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like, just save... You don't have to protect players. You don't have to protect players. Sandro Tonali has been very good. He's coming off now for Newcastle. They're making subs. No, this 100% cements that Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo are the starting midfielders in the Premier League. Enzo Fernandez should not be in the starting 11 in the Prem. He shouldn't. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. Anyway, I think the game is pretty much done, guys. So I'm going to wrap the stream up now just by saying a big thank you to each and every one of you that has tuned in to this watch-along. This is not the game. This has been the worst performance of the season by a long, long way from Chelsea. I think Maresca got it wrong. We're going to go on into things on 6 things we learned. I'm not going to hold back. I think we need to save what this is. I think this is disrespectful to the competition. I think it's disrespectful to the travelling fans that on a Wednesday night going up to Newcastle, flipping heck, man. Do you know how long it is? You don't just get to go on a nice, cushy, plush plane. You know, people have gone on trains. They've paid for hotels. Like, nah. I'm sorry, but I'm not having this. This is awful from Chelsea tonight. Absolutely awful. There's literally like 15 seconds to go. And it could be 3-0 here. It very much could be 3. Cucurella defends well again. Well done, Mark Cucurella. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Tune in to 6 things we learned after the game because we can vent our frustrations together. Not good. Not good.